What's up, everybody? It's the Tourette's Trucker. We're going to touch on a couple things today. One, of course, we're going back to the Amhaud Arbery situation in Brunswick, Georgia. I know some people don't want to hear it, but we're going to go on that a little bit today. Going to go on some other things. But stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tourette's Trucker. I am back. If you look right in front of me, you will see Twin 2. Some people know the Tourette's Trucker has a twin because I'm actually known as Twin 1. Twin 2 happens to be right in front of me right there. We both had loads going up from Rome to Memphis, and we both unloaded Memphis this morning, and now we both have to get to Houston because we're both loading out of Texas around the Houston area. So we got to get there to the tank wash, get washed out tonight. We're taking our 10-hour break, and we both get loads going back to Georgia. So he does seem to have the little better deal. So mine, they're not talking about not unloading me till Saturday, so I can't wash out. Him, he's going to a good place where he goes. They turn around, they unload the product, mix it up with a couple more additives and things, and then turn around, get it all mixed up after they unload out his trailer, and then reload it right back in the trailer, and he's shooting out to South Dakota. So he won't have a deadhead, a tank wash, or anything like that, whereas I'll have to wait for them to get my trailer unloaded, and I've got to get to a tank wash and all that, and go find something. I've got deadhead involved in that where he's got no extra mileage. That's a good deal there. That's what you want in trucking. That's what you want in trucking. Anyway, we're going to get back up on this topic of this Amhaud Arbery deal. Saw another video last night posted where the homeowner has video of Amhaud Arbery in his house several different occasions in the middle of the night. So now, if he was just an innocent guy out jogging and he was gunned down while jogging, you get these people, you know, we're jogging with Arbery. You know, jogging while black or murder, you know, while jogging. That's not what happened. But he wasn't so innocent. It's more and more evidence is coming out. He had been in this vacant home several times, and even in the middle of the night. It's being reported that the homeowner also was missing fishing equipment and other things out of the house. You know, several, but he just didn't really bother reporting it. So he's got cameras installed. So, of course, didn't know who the person was on the camera, but well, now we all know who's on the camera. That's the same one on the same day of the shooting. It's previously caught in the house in the middle of the night. So was he out jogging in the middle of the night? You know, on several other occasions? He just happened to be jogging through the neighborhood and going to the same house several other instances in the middle of the night. So, you know, you gotta use rational thought and think about this. I know people want to just get amped up and they want to explode off of feelings. You can't pay a bill by a feeling. You can't do anything with a feeling when it comes to real world application. You have to have facts. You can't arrest someone on a feeling. They'll tell you all the time, police have hunches, but can they arrest you on a hunch? No. They've got to have fact. They've got to have evidence. And it's looking like more and more evidence is coming out. Just like Trayvon Martin, he wasn't this innocent little kid they kept trying to portray, you know, his little 12-year-old picture. He wasn't a little 12-year-old picture they kept flashing in front of the media. Look at Trayvon, this is an innocent little kid murdered by Zimmerman, Robert Zimmerman, whatever his name was. Well, Trayvon Martin wasn't this innocent little kid. If you go back and look at his Facebook page, you'll see him holding guns and everything else, looking all thug. So, you know, you need to look at the whole big picture. And now, like I said in the video previously, you need to wait for all the facts. But more stuff is going to start trickling out. You know, you just have to think through the whole process of this. Why were they so gung-ho about this? And like they were trying to point out that on the police report that Michael said they knew him. They knew Arbery. Well, obviously he had been seen before. Well, since Michael was a former police officer, well, maybe he had run-ins with him. Maybe he knew of him from previous other instances that not everybody is aware of. So, not justifying the shooting, I'm just saying. You need to think of the whole thing. Don't get emotional because he was shot. He wasn't shot because he was black and running, jogging through a neighborhood. Who jogs in boots and carries a hammer when they jog? I mean, let's be real. And if you were just innocently jogging, why did you stop in front of the house, look in all directions like you were looking to see if anybody was looking, and then run into the house? Why wouldn't you? If you're just going to casually look at a house, why not just casually walk in there and not make it look suspicious? Then when somebody says something, you take off running. Why not just say, hey, I was just looking around, just wanted to see the progress of the house. I just wanted to see what they were doing. And I've heard stories that, you know, he was wanting to go to school, or he was in school for being an electrician. So benefit of the doubt on Arbery, maybe he was looking, trying to see how things were wired and study, but you can do that during the day, not in the middle of the night, which cameras show he's in there at nighttime. So, you know, I do the same thing with the new house that they're building in our neighborhood, me and my wife. But we would casually walk in and look at the layout, take pictures with our phone, and we have pictures on our phone to show for that. You know, we were looking at changing things that they did. If someone would have said something, we wouldn't have took off running. We'd say, hey man, we're just looking at how this thing is being built because ours is right over there. You know, we're just comparing the quality of ours when we were the first few in the neighborhood, as opposed to the final houses in the subdivision, how they're being built, and what they're adding, what they're taking away. So, but if he was looking at the electrical wiring to see how they were wiring stuff, to try to study and how things were done, since he was supposedly going to school for that, then that's understandable. But do it during the day and don't act suspicious about doing it. You know, just walk on in, just casually walk in and casually walk out, but don't be looking around like you're looking to see if anybody's looking for a lookout. I mean, that looks suspicious. So, you know, there's ways to go about doing it. So, well, this guy's absolutely going to hold me up. Gotta love these company governed trucks at 65. They jump out in this. You got some trucks governed at 63, some governed at 65, so the ones that doing 65 can barely get around the ones doing 63. It takes forever to get around. I know for a fact TMCs are governed. This flatbed right up here on this side. To be honest, I don't know how my camera's going to do it, how I'm going to edit it. I don't know whether you're actually going to be able to see this flatbed beside me or not. Because I know sometimes I pan them out and pull it up, split screen, so I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, you know, I try to give Arbery the benefit of the doubt, but more and more stuff is coming out that kind of seems suspicious. So, you know, all that has to be taken into consideration. You have to be thinking about this stuff. So, people just wait for the facts. But, you know, people shouldn't be in the neighborhood, terrorizing the neighborhood, walking around with guns in the neighborhood because the neighborhood didn't do it. I guarantee you, I used to live in the neighborhood right beside it. Literally, a quarter mile down the road is the entrance into that neighborhood. You know, but past mine. So, you know, we know the area. More than likely, 80 to 90% of the homeowners were at work. They weren't there in the neighborhood. They weren't there when this happened. So why are they out terrorizing the neighborhood, you know, causing problems in the neighborhood, making it hard for them? I've actually heard rumors, I don't know, I can't substantiate it, but I've heard that the owner of the house the Arbery went in, he's receiving, you know, death threats and things. Why? He didn't do anything but own a house the Arbery went in. He didn't call the police because he wasn't there. I mean, he didn't have a live feed footage to call the police and say, hey, somebody's in my house. I mean, you know, he's not the guilty party. He didn't pull a gun. He didn't shoot anybody. He wasn't on the scene. So why are people harassing that guy? Okay, why are they harassing Amy, the Roddy Bryan's fiance? I know her personally. Haven't seen her in a gazillion years since school. A little after school, but I know her. She wasn't there. She wasn't on the scene. So why are y'all harassing her and giving her problems? I mean, she didn't do it. She wasn't there. Roddy Bryan, I don't know what they're going to say, whether he's a guilty party or whether he was actually in on it, whether he's not. I don't know. He's gone on with Chris Cuomo, which I think is a bad idea for them to go on with Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon. I mean, seriously. The most biased, unethical freaking anchors that they have, you know, on the news. So why you go on with them to plead your case instead of going with a more reputable one who will actually listen and take both sides? I don't understand it, but to each his own. But, you know, the other people have nothing to do with it. Amy didn't have anything to do with it. The neighbors in the subdivision, they didn't have anything to do with it. So why y'all want to patrol the neighborhood? They didn't do it. The people are in jail locked up who did it. I mean, quit harassing the daggone community. The community didn't do it. Now, if you want to go after the DA, you want to go after the Glenn County Police Department, like I said in my other video, I kind of know they're corrupt. So if you want to take stabs at them, then okay, you protest them, but you don't protest the whole community as a whole. You don't protest the neighborhood where it happened. You don't protest innocent people who had nothing to do with it, like the homeowner of the house. He had nothing to do with this. I mean, if anything, the reports are he didn't call the police when some of his stuff was missing. You know, he just has cameras installed now, so he can see who's doing it, what's going on. But he's not the one that did it. So I mean, why harass him? So yo, let's all just get it together. Let's just tone this down a notch until all the facts come out. Quit running on emotions, just like the illegals in the border. I mean, we're all playing on their emotion. They're just trying to make a better life for their children. So we're going to take food and money away from homeless veterans and give it to people who aren't even supposed to be in our country illegally because we feel sorry for them. Well, don't you think homeless veterans would like a better life? So, you know, but everybody plays on the emotion. Look at these kids in cages. Well, you know, if you commit a crime, if the parent commits a crime, the kid's going to be separated. Look, they're separating families. If I commit a crime, I've got a wife and kid. You don't think I'm going to be separated from my family if I get arrested? If I get arrested, if I get stopped by the police and I've got my granddaughter in the car and they go take me to jail, you don't think they're going to separate me from my granddaughter? Yeah. they're going to take her and have somebody come pick her up. They're going to separate you. So, but everybody plays off emotions. Put the emotions to the side. Emotions have nothing to do with facts. Can't remember who said it best, maybe Andrew Wilkow. Your feelings don't outweigh my facts. Just because you were born with, cover your ears for children, y'all. I'm giving you a 10-second pause. Here goes, I'm going to say something that may offend people, so if you have kids, don't let them listen. Just because you were born with a penis and you get it cut off, you have boob implants, and because I feel like a woman, that does not make you a woman. I don't care. You still have chromosomes. Your biological chromosomes say you are a male. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman now. I had my penis cut off. I've got a hole down there that I have to shove every night to keep it from closing up because it's not natural. It's not supposed to be there, so the body tries to close it. So, but I feel like a woman. Can you have a baby? No, you cannot, because you're not a woman. Your feelings do not outweigh the fact that you are a male. Same thing applies in the Trayvon Martin, in the Arbery. These are feelings. You're reacting on feelings, not on facts. Wait for the facts, people. Wait for the facts. Y'all open arms protesting this. Where's justice for that 80-year-old couple up there in Maryland that were daggone gunned down by a young black kid who it's been allegedly said this is revenge for Arbery? So should they go find out what neighborhood he lived in and go terrorize his neighborhood? I mean, he's dead now. They don't know if it was self-inflicted. Police shot him. I haven't heard the update on that. But should people go terrorize his neighborhood where he was from? Because, or go and kill someone else? This is revenge for the elderly couple that was killed? What about the postal worker up in, I think it's Ohio, that was killed by the young black guy? Because she didn't bring his stimulus check. The mail had sent him several warnings about his dog. They've been complaining that he's got a vicious dog, and the mail carriers they were getting tired of getting attacked by his dog. So finally the mail sent him notice: we will not deliver your mail to this house until you contain your dog. They said you can come, we will hold your mail, you can come to the post office and pick it up here from now on until you can do something about your dog. Well, he was waiting on his stimulus check, it didn't come. He shot and killed the mail carrier who was delivering mail next door but didn't bring his. So where's justice for her? She was white, he was black. How come this isn't wise national stream, media? You don't hear the media covering this nationwide. Why not? Because a black person killed a white person. You only hear this outrage when it's a white that kills a black. Where's the outrage for her? Where's her justice? We want justice for that poor white lady mail carrier doing her job, delivering mail. And he goes and kills her over a stimulus check because he wouldn't do something about his dog. He was at fault for this. Gets mad and kills her. So where's justice for her? So, like I say, so should we find out what neighborhood? Well, we know what neighborhood he's from because he was a neighbor. So now should a whole bunch of white people with guns and AR-15s go patrol his neighborhood and hold vigils for the mail carrier in front of his house? Say this, we want justice for her. Should we all go, protest in their neighborhood? All of us get in vehicles and do mail routes or put a bag over our shoulder if she was walking the mail from house to house? So should we do something in honor for her? Y'all lose your mind if a bunch of white people showed up with AR-15s walking around a neighborhood, predominantly black neighborhood. Y'all would lose your minds. Quit making this about color. It's about human beings and about actions. It is about your own actions. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do. I had a right to do what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I chose the wrong thing. Guess what? I paid for it. So, y'all need to step up, take self-responsibility, quit jumping the emotions, wait for facts. It's not black versus white, white versus black. It's action versus action. He did an action, it caused a reaction. I mean, wait for all the facts to find out what all happened, because there's more to this story, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more come out over the next couple of months on this story. So let's wait for the fact before we start terrorizing innocent citizens in Brunswick, you know, for this. Because at the same token, we should go up there in Maryland, Elton, and go terrorize that guy's neighborhood, walk around, you know, with guns and all, in memory of the elderly couple that he murdered at a daggone Veterans War Memorial Cemetery. I mean, come on. Justice for the white mail carrier. We should all walk around in that neighborhood with guns. You know, so y'all need to stop all this madness. Black Panther needs to stop all their madness. Stop all this yelling, this racism. It has nothing to do with race. Alright, everybody. We're gonna dial it down. And I got on my little tirade about this. We'll quit making it a race issue. So we just gonna end this note on a good, happy, positive thing. We're gonna go, all y'all people who love the Bad Boys series of Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, take a deep breath and woosah, woosah. Get that good deep breath and just woosah. Let's calm down, let's chill. I know some people have butt hurt, some people got their feelings hurt. You know, truth hurts sometimes, but sometimes, like a preacher said, you know, they're gonna hurt your feelings, but they gotta tell you the truth. They gotta tell you how it is. So sometimes, you know, our granddaughter gets butt hurt all the time because we gotta say no. We gotta tell her like it is, and she gets butt hurt. So let's all just calm down. Let's get off the butt hurt. Take your suppository if you need some. Get some preparation H on there. Lather it up real nice and good. And let's just calm down, everybody. So we just gonna end this nice and happy, because guess what? Probably everybody who's watching this, we still don't have a coronavirus. We're still breathing. We still have breath in our lungs. We still have food on the table. We still have electricity in our house. We still have running water. Our kids still have clothes on their back. So hey, y'all, still got Jesus in our heart. At least most of us do. But just think of how much worse it could actually be. Does Amhaud Arbery getting shot, how does it affect your daily living? Did Jesus decide to say, well, you know, since Amhaud Arbery got killed, I'm going to take it out on you today. I'm going to make you have a bad day. I'm going to ruin your day today. No, he didn't. So we all still woke up this morning. We all still breathe. Most places the sun is still shining. I've got nothing but clouds and some intermittent rain, but for the most part it's daylight. Or if you're watching a video at night, it's nighttime. The sun's still going to rise tomorrow morning. It's still going to set today for me. So, you know, there's plenty of other things that we can be worried about besides this shooting. We all still have our life. We all still have, for the most part, our health. And hopefully most of you still have happiness in your heart. So let's just breathe. Let's just thank God for everything you've got in your life. And we will end this note on that happy cue right there. All y'all, hope y'all have a blessed day, blessed evening, good night. Hopefully you're not ticking from Tourette's and getting stressed out and ticking like me. So y'all have a good day and a good evening, and we will holler at you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.
This.